guys, it's Spooky Noodles, and I am here with a book review, finally. Feels like I haven't done one of these in a while. But yeah, I actually read a really, well, not read, I listened to a really good book. And I apologize for the noise in the background. It's either going to be my dog Lula tearing apart something, which I need to get out of the cage as soon as I finish this video, and my mom's cutting something with the wet saw, so sorry guys. This is a construction house. This isn't a, you know, a house. You can see by the tape right there. So, right there will probably be my thumbnail because I'm pointing. Oh, sorry. Give away my thumbnail ideas, will they? I don't know. Yeah. What did I listen to, you might ask? Oh, look at orange bed sheets for Halloween. Ain't that cool? I read Stinger by Robert R. McCammon. And this was a fun sci-fi horror. Oh, that's a good book smell right there. Let me read the back for you really quickly. It will kind of refresh my memory a little bit as well. Robert R. McCammon, one of the supreme masters of horror, takes us into a mind-bending landscape bursting with the most savage terrors imaginable. Stinger, an enemy more fearsome, more hideous than the most heart-stopping nightmares. Stinger, who ravages a remote Texas town until the men and women of Inferno rise up in a final, desperate battle. No evil yet known to man can match a searing hell of Stinger. Alright, that wasn't much of a summary right there, but maybe they got one on the inside flap or something. No, they don't. Oh, they labeled this as a thriller. This might be a thriller, guys. I consider it a sci-fi horror, but it could be a thriller. What is Stinger? Stinger is, well, it's from multiple point of views. Robert McCammon likes to use a lot of characters in his books. It reminded me kind of like if Swan Song, kind of like Swan Song in a way, where there's this little girl who ultimately has these powers and someone bad is out to get her. That's a really, like if you strip all the meat off the books, that's what both of these books are about, Swan Song and Stinger. There's this little girl with powers and people are after her. A big enemy that has powers that can only be defeated by the goodness of people, you know. And I'm gonna be honest with you, as much as I love Swan Song, I think I like Stinger more. It kind of like, I never read Under the Dome by Stephen King, but there's a scene, or well, most of the book is about this force field that surrounds this town, and they can't get out and people can't come in, and that's due because the alien's trying to trap the other alien, this girl with the special powers, which she doesn't really have special powers per se, she's just kind of an alien in a girl's body, but she has powers. This is what I'm trying to get at. But sorry, I saw what's going on in the background. So basically, what was I getting at? Yeah, dome. There's a dome around the place, and I feel like Stephen King might have got the inspiration from this book. Maybe, probably not. I mean, my friend Edward Lorne probably knows. He probably knows that. I think Stephen King had the idea for Under the Dome in like the 70s or 80s. You know, and this book was made in the 80s, so I believe it was made in the 80s at least. It seems like it was made in the 80s because of the 88. Okay. It says 88. This isn't the first printing. Oh, I didn't know that. This is by Pocketbooks. I don't think that matters to much people. But if it does matter to you, it's Pocketbooks. So let me tell you the things I loved about this book. Okay, first of all, the whole thing about the Gades and the Rattlers was pretty cool. I liked how there was so much character development between Rick Horado and Cody. Don't know his last name, but they didn't say his last name very often. So, but Rick Horado and Cody are definitely my two favorite characters. I would have to say my least favorite character was Jessie. She was kind of annoying at times, and there was often times where I was like face palming when she was talking. You know, like I don't think that was I don't know about Robert McCammon's writing of female characters. Sometimes they just kind of feel like stupid damsels in distress. So that might just be me, but my two favorite characters were Cody and Rick. Rick was a Mexican who was part of the Rattlers, and Cody was part of the Renegades or the Gades. And there's you know what, my second least favorite character was X-Ray or Ray. He was annoying. All of his parts were stupid. You know what, I have to say he's my least favorite character was X-Ray. Then it would be Jessie. I just don't I don't like the fact that she's a damsel in distress, you know, like she's a mom that just complains the whole time about her daughter, which I understand. I would, if I was a mom and my daughter got her body kidnapped by an alien, I would probably be like give me back my daughter every single second. And I totally understand it. It's not like it's, you know, out of place or anything like that. She just was annoying to me, you know. And that's just my personal opinion on that. It's my problem. Dogs are playing in the background, so I apologize. Tom was okay. He was Stevie's dad, or as the alien who abducted her name was Dolphin. They never really explained it, other than, you know, she pointed at a picture and said, "That's me, I'm a dolphin," you know. But they never really kind of explained what she actually looks like in her alien form. I'd imagine she probably looks somewhat like a dolphin. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm recording. James, stop. I'll let you out in a second. Alright guys, sorry. My favorite scene has to be when the horse comes out, and you'll know what I'm talking about when if you read the book or listened to the book like I did. This horse that Stinger makes comes to attack the city, and Rick says the funniest thing I think throughout the whole book. I think he says, I can't say it verbatim, but he says, "It's just a drunken horse. He sent a drunken horse to kill us," or something like that. Something along those lines. And I got a giggle out of that. I'm like, that's too funny. And then all of a sudden the horse starts transforming into this cosmic horror like beast. You know, like it's ineffable. You can't describe it. I mean, he tries to describe it, obviously, but it was so cool the way he describes it. But that one line by Rick Horado was hilarious. I wish there was more development with Cody and the Latina girl, because I would have liked to see her grow as a person, but she just kind of was like laying in limbo between damsel in distress and damsel in distress. I don't know. She was just a damsel in distress, you know? And that's kind of unfortunate because I know female characters to be stronger than just being damsel in distresses, so I'm sure Bethany's Sin's gonna be different. Swan Song had a good female lead because obviously the girl and the old lady, I like those two female characters from those books. Boy's Life had the lady, so he can write good female leads, but They Thirst, Gale was so annoying. I could not stand Gale at all. Like Palatasm, I think his name was. He was great. I loved him until, you know, like till near the end. But yeah, Gail just ruined the book for me. But this book, I mean, the damsel in distresses aren't really there a lot. I mean, Jessie's there for, you know, every time Dolphin's there, but she doesn't, you know, other than saying, I want my daughter back, she doesn't really say anything else throughout the book. There's a stupid scene where she, you know, has to trick the monster, but, I'm not gonna give it away, but, she totally almost blows it, and she's so stupid, and then she's like, oh, I get it. It's like, you stupid chick. So, I don't want to give too much away because this book is pretty good. Like, it's a really good book. I liked it. It's one of my favorite Robert R. McCammon books. It's better than They Thirst for sure. And I have to say, I think I liked it more than oof. I was almost a fraudulent slip. I like it more than Swan Song. Boy's Life is definitely Robert R. McCammon's best. Again, sorry for the dogs in the background. But yeah, that was Stinger. I know I didn't describe much, but I think I described enough. And now the dogs are acting up, so it's hard to talk. But I hope you guys have a spooky day. And yeah, have a wonderful day, guys. Alright, bye guys.